Howdy, Tigers. This is the Tiger Time video brief for October 1st through the 5th. Cool air and October coming around, so it's a wonderful time of year. So if your child ever asks, why do we have to go to school? Well, part of that answer is that in 1854, Governor Elisha Pease put into law the Common School Law of 1854, which required all kids to go to school and basically established the public school system of Texas. Now, when a census was done in around 1854, 1855, basically there were 15 or 16 families that were on 2 settlements in the Humble area. So you can see we've about 16 families of school-age kids in 1854, and we're over 40,000 now in Humble ISD. Some announcements for this week. HISD's College Night is on Tuesday, October 2nd at the Civic Center from 6:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. Over 100 colleges will be present. So if you have a high school student, you really want to go. But of course, take your middle school student because it's never too early to start looking at colleges. On Wednesday, October 3rd, progress reports become viewable in Home Access Center. Hopefully, we've trained our 7th and 8th graders to check their Home Access Center grades on a regular basis during Tiger Time and possibly at home. But we're going to go ahead and print our progress reports for our 6th graders, because many of them do not have mobile devices. And we are going to have our Tiger Time teachers will be able to go over the grades and help students make choices and set goals for the upcoming next couple of weeks. On October 4th, which is a Thursday, that is our picture makeup day. So if your child was absent the 3rd day of school when we started taking pictures, or they want to do a retake, your child will want to take pictures. They'll want to listen to the announcement on Thursday during first period, and they're going to come down to the gym to go ahead and take those pictures. So please check Tiger Tales for more details. Also, later in that afternoon, on Thursday, the 4th, we're going to go ahead and do a lockout, secure the perimeter drill. Basically, that is where we want the threat is basically outside the school building, and we're going to want to make sure that we bring everybody outside the school building back into the school building, make sure everything is secure on the outside so that the threat does not come inside. It really does not change the practices or the work of what goes on inside the building, but we just wanted to go ahead and let you know. This next Friday, October 5th, is our blue and white dance. It's our first dance of the year. So 6th graders bring $5. We're going to be selling during all lunches during the 1st through the 5th of October. But the dance is going to be from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. for our 6th graders, and 7th and 8th graders is going to be from 7:30 to 9. We'd love to see you all out for that. There's a lot of great things going on at Atascocita Middle School. I just want to take a few moments to touch on some of those. Our volleyball teams are doing fabulous, so congratulations to our Lady Tigers and all of our coaches for the early successes they've been having. Our football teams have a history of success and continue to do well. Just very proud of all the players and all the coaches for everything. Band, they performed on September 25th at the AMS versus the Westlake game. Just really adds a spirit and just a Friday night feel. So we thank you very much for all of our band directors and the students who performed. It sounded great. CSU was this past Wednesday, the See You at the Pole, and the rain didn't stop our kids. So thank you very much to Ms. Perry, Ms. Summerall, Ms. Roy for coordinating that, for our kids coming out and just praying together and singing worship. Thank you very much to the community who came out. We had representatives and youth directors from Atascocita United Methodist Church, from Summer Creek Baptist Church, from Humble's First Baptist. So thanks for coming out. And also KSBJ and Joey K, thanks for doing our music and speaking a word as well. Next week is National Custodial Workers Recognition Day, and we give them lunch and we do some special things for them. But if you just feel so led to do something special for our custodians who work long hours to make sure our building is very clean and presentable for our students, staff, and the community, please let us know and we'll support that. I want to speak about a few things on the annual fund. I'm going to go ahead and pull up a slide. So the AMS annual fund, we do this every year. Last year we put a pause button on that due to Hurricane Harvey. Basically, this is additional things to help us go above and beyond the learning in the classroom, to create experiences, to do portrait of a graduate work, to support our AMS mission and vision, those things that cannot be supported with the general budget. And this is why we would encourage you to give that 100% of your gift goes back to AMS versus those other fundraisers where only about 37% comes back to AMS. We try to do it so that there's no fundraisers or selling stuff during the year. So this is one time we ask, and then we distribute your money to clubs, organizations, different fine arts, so we don't have multiple fundraisers going on at this time. So if you appreciate that, please feel free to give a gift. We try to make it easy, so if you'd like to give a one-time gift or a monthly donation, whichever fits best within your family budget, you can do so. And we also allow you to do it by choice. Instructional vision, which is learning is personal, given to the arts or athletics. And please make sure that you check with your company to see if they match gifts. How will your gift be used? Professional development, primarily in capturing kids' hearts, and project-based learning to provide authentic learning experiences and products for your child. To provide mobile technology, also to fund clubs and organizations. These are just the primary ways. To give you an idea of how much it costs, you can see within Capturing Kids' Hearts, project-based learning, just how expensive that can be. And imagine 80 teachers up to 100 and 110 staff. It gets really difficult to fund these things. You can see that one set of Chromebooks, the 32 Chromebooks plus the secure charging card, costs $13,000. I try to purchase one Chromebook cart a year, plus the district tries to provide funds each year to buy 2 additional carts. But if we're going to meet the demands of 80 teachers and 1,250 or more students, you can see that the 10 carts that we have are just not enough. So we'd like to purchase some more. And of course, your gift will support learning is personal, individual needs. You can check videos or brochures that I've got on this website. One of the things I love about Annual Fund is my ability to interact with kids, whether it's the DJ party with them having fun, principal for a day for 3 hours, and you can check the website for more information about what that is. But I spend 3 or 4 hours with your child doing walkthrough observations. They get to make a purchase for the school. There's just a lot of things they get to do to give them a taste of what I do each day. But my favorite is probably the AMS Amazing Race, that if you give a gift and your child is selected, I do about 15 of these kids during the month of October and November. I try to be your child for 15 minutes a day doing what he or she does on a normal schedule. As you can see, I've done ballet, I've done conditioning skills in basketball, I've done some batting cages practice at Dynasty Baseball, I've played instruments in the orchestra and the band, and also I've done some swim team at ESA, and I almost drowned in that. But yes, if your child gives a gift and is one of the 15 or 20 that are selected, I try to be them for a day. It's a wonderful time. It's fun. How can you support? You can give through the online giving page, you can write a check, or you can go to the Unbelasty Foundation. You can read up more information on that. I'm going to go ahead and go to the website so you can see that if you went to the information tab on the AMS website and went to Annual Fund, you'll see a web page all about the Annual Fund. But I want to point out a few things. First of all, if you want to see the brochure, this is actually the same brochure as last year, so you can check the 17-18 brochure. But also, if you want to see how we use some of the funds in the past, you can see that as well. We don't have one 2 years ago, a summary of how we spent the funds, because I was saving up in preparation for the Annual Fund, the Learning is Personal vision. Also, you can see the levels of giving. If you wanted to go to donate to AMS, you would go to this page. It says donate online right here. And here you can see the different levels available. You can put in the amount and whether that amount is a one-time or a reoccurring. And typically the reoccurring, if you click on that, it asks you the frequency with which you give. Most common is to give monthly. So if you gave $10 a month for 10 months, then it would be about $100. One of the most important things to do is please indicate where you would like your gifts to go. The instructional vision is learning is personal, so you can put that in blank. But if you want to give to band, orchestra, choir, theater, or athletics, you can go ahead and type that in there. You can, if you want to distribute or share your gift amongst different groups. So as you can see here, if you typed instructional vision, 50% band, 40% athletics, 10%, your gift would be distributed evenly amongst that. And then, of course, fill in this information of who your children are. If you give one gift, it will satisfy all your children that are at AMS at that time. So I want to thank you very much for considering to give to AMS and the annual fund. Y'all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week.